Next, phase. Whenever a simple harmonic oscillator executing the simple harmonic motion at any time instant, what is the state of the particle with respect to its motion and position is called phase. The state of a particle with regards to its position and motion is called phase. The point to be noted is at any time instant. Whether the body is moving towards the right extreme or left extreme, what is its state, whether it is doing the oscillations or not. If doing, what is the state of the oscillations? So it will be explained by phase. The symbol for the phase or phase angle is theta, where theta is equal to omega t. From the previous expressions, omega is equal to 2 pi by capital T. Now I am substituting this omega value in this expression. Therefore, omega is equal to, theta is equal to 2 pi into small t by capital T. The small t is time, capital T is time period. Time or total time, capital T is time period. So what we can understand, if small t is equal to capital T, we can write theta is equal to 2 pi. That means if a body does a revolution or rotation in a given time period, for every complete oscillation, the angle is 2 pi and it is repeated. The path repeats itself after capital T time. This is another definition of the time period also. For every time period capital T, the path of the body repeats itself. It is said to be the regular phase. The next one is phase difference. We know that displacement y is equal to a sin omega t, but velocity is equal to a omega cos omega t. I am writing this cos in terms of sine like this, a omega into sine of omega t plus pi by 2. So if you see the comparison, velocity and displacement are having the phase difference of pi by 2. That means velocity and displacement has phase difference pi by 2. So we can say that velocity leads the displacement by pi by 2. Leads the displacement by pi by 2. If you see the acceleration, again it is dv by dt, therefore it is minus a omega square sin omega t. So the sin omega t we can write as cos omega t plus phi by 2. Therefore, acceleration is equal to minus a omega square into cos omega t plus pi by 2. So the phase difference between acceleration and velocity is also pi by 2. The phase difference between acceleration and velocity is pi by 2. So if you see the acceleration equation, it is plus pi by 2. Velocity is just instead of or independent of pi by 2. That's why we can write acceleration leads the velocity by pi by 2. Leads the velocity by pi by 2. The next one is epoch. The phase of oscillation at t is equal to 0 means the initial phase of a oscillating body is called epoch. The initial phase of an oscillating body is called epoch. So we know that y is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. If t is equal to 0, phi a, this will be 0. Therefore, it is a sin omega t. Because if t is equal to 0, phi is also equal to 0. So this will be y is equal to 0. If suppose if t is equal to 0, the phase is 90 degrees, then this will be in the maximum range. Like this, we can visualize the epoch of the simple harmonic oscillator also. These all are the characteristics of the simple harmonic oscillator which describes its motion. This is the problem which is related to the parameters of simple harmonic oscillators. The content in the problem is a body oscillates with SHM, nothing but simple harmonic motion, according to the equation x is equal to 5 cos 2 pi t plus pi by 4 in SI units. At t is equal to 1.5 seconds, calculate displacement, speed and acceleration of the body. First, we should write the given equation with comparison to the standard equation. So, x is equal to 5 cos 2 pi t plus pi by 4. If you wrote this one or compare this one with standard equation, x is equal to a cos omega t plus phi. Therefore, amplitude A is equal to 5 meters, omega is equal to 2 pi, phi is equal to pi by 4. So, at t is equal to 1.5 seconds, we should find out all these values, and t is equal to 1.5 seconds. See the first bit, displacement. At t is equal to 1.5 seconds. Therefore, x is equal to 5 cos 2 pi into 1.5 plus pi by 4. Therefore it is 5 cos 2 pi into 1.5 is 3 pi plus pi by 4. So 5 cos 3 pi. Cos 3 pi means 2 pi means it comes around the first quadrant. Pi again means it goes to the opposite, second quadrant. So 3 pi is a function of 180 plus. So cos 180 plus is almost negative in the scale. Therefore it is minus 5 cos of pi by 4. Therefore it is 1 by root 2. It is 0.707. Minus 5 into 0.707 meters. Therefore it is minus 3.535 meters. This is the displacement of the body at t is equal to 1.5 seconds. The next one is speed. V is equal to, if x is a function of a cos omega t, v is equal to a omega sin omega t. So we should substitute t is equal to 1.5. Therefore v is equal to, so what is amplitude? A is equal to 5, omega is equal to 2 pi into sine omega is equal to 2 pi, t is equal to 1.5. Therefore velocity is equal to 10 pi into sine 3 pi. Here also it is 180 plus. Therefore v is equal to 10 into 3.14 into 0.707. The value we will get approximately 22 meters per second. 10 threes are 30. The 30 into some 0.707. Approximately we will get 22 meters per second. Next we should find out the acceleration. The third bit to be find out is acceleration. We know that acceleration is equal to minus omega square x, minus omega square x. Therefore a is equal to minus omega is equal to 2 pi. Therefore 2 pi whole square into, where x is equal to minus 3.535 meters. Continue. So therefore minus, this will be 4 pi square into minus 3.535 meters. So minus into minus plus, 4 into 3.14 whole square into 3.535 meters. Therefore acceleration is equal to 140 meters per second square. Like this we can find out the physical quantities that are present in a problem. This is another problem which results the time period and frequency of the oscillations of a oscillator. The content in this problem is the displacement of a particle which is executing the simple harmonic motion is given by x is equal to 0.10 sine 2 pi small t by capital T plus 5, where all quantities are in SI units. The time period of vibration is 3 seconds. At t is equal to 0, the particle is displaced by 0.05 meters. Find the initial phase. Next, the phase corresponding to 0.0866 meters and the phase difference between any two positions of the particle 2 seconds apart. So, the equation is x is equal to 0.10 into sine 2 pi t by t plus 5. If we compare this one with the general equation a sine omega t plus 5, Therefore, amplitude is equal to 0.10, omega is equal to 2 pi by t, sine is sine, phi is phi. And the time period of vibration, capital T, is equal to 3 seconds. Therefore, at t is equal to 0, the particle displaced by 0.05 meters. X is equal to 0.05 meters. First one, we should find out the initial phase. Initial phase is nothing but the phase at t is equal to 0. Therefore, initial phase is t is equal to 0 comma phi is equal to 0. So therefore, we can write x is equal to 0.10 sine 2 pi by 3 into t plus phi. So if we substitute this t is equal to 0, x will become 0.05. Therefore, 0.05 is equal to 0.10 into sine 2 pi by 3 into 0 plus phi. Therefore, this part will become 0. 0.10 into sine phi is equal to 0.05. Therefore, sine phi is equal to 0.05 by 0.10. Therefore, it is half. Sine phi is equal to half. Therefore, sine phi is equal to sine 30 degrees. Therefore, phi is equal to 30 degrees. Therefore, the initial phase is 30 degrees. So, the next bit in the same problem is the phase angle corresponding to 0.0866 meters. Therefore, we know that x is equal to 0.10 sine of 2 pi by t into small t plus phi. We should find out the phase angle for the displacement 0.0866. That means in place of x, we should substitute this value. Therefore, 0.0866 is equal to 0.10 into sine 2 pi by capital T into small t plus phi. Therefore, 0.0866 by 0.10 is equal to sine 2 pi by capital T into small t plus phi. So, this part will become 0.866 is equal to sine 2 pi by capital T into small t plus phi. Here 0.866 is the calculation result of this numerical. Therefore, this is equal to root of 3 by 2 is equal to sine 2 pi by t into small t plus phi. Because 0.866 is a result of 1.732 by 2, we can write 1.732 as root 3. So, root 3 by 2 is equal to sine 60 degrees is equal to sine 2 pi by capital T into small t plus phi. So, therefore, angle or phase angle is equal to 60 degrees or pi by 3 radians. This is the phase angle for this displacement. So, the third bit in the same problem is the phase difference between any two positions of the particle which is differentiated by 2 seconds. That means the equation in the place of sine is 2 pi by capital T into t plus phi. So, the time difference is 2 seconds. So, we should find out the phase difference. Therefore, at t is equal to t1, this equation will become as 2 pi by capital T into t1 plus phi. At the same time, at t is equal to t2, what is the need to find out the two different times? Because we should find out the phase difference at the difference of the time. So at t is equal to t2, this equation will become 2 pi by capital T into t2 plus 5. So the time phase difference, this one will become phi 1 and phi 2. Phase difference is equal to phi is equal to 2 pi by capital T into T2 minus T1. This phi and this phi will get cancelled in the difference. Therefore, this T2 minus T1 is 2 seconds. Therefore, d phi is equal to 2 pi by capital T into 2. So, where t is equal to 3 seconds, therefore, 2 pi by 3 into 2, nothing but 4 pi by 3. This is the phase difference between the two positions of a particle when the time difference is 2 seconds. The next problem, which is related to the time period and frequency, is on an average a human heart is found to beat 75 times in a minute. Calculate its frequency and period. So, frequency is equal to 1 by time period. The number of vibrations in 1 minute is equal to 75. So, per 1 second, 75 by 60, it is equal to 1.25 Hertz, where the SI unit of frequency is Hertz. Therefore, frequency is 1.25. Time period is equal to 1 by frequency. Therefore, T is equal to 1 by 1.25. Therefore, it is 100 by 125, because I have multiplied the numerator with 100 and divided with 100. So, here it is 25 is 4 times and 5 times cancelled in 125. Therefore, 4 by 5 is 0.8 seconds. So, frequency is 1.25 Hz, time period is 0.8 seconds. The next point is the graphical representation of simple harmonic motion. We can express the speed of the SHM in form of curve, or velocity of the SHM in a form of curve, displacement in a form of curve, and acceleration in a form of curve. That is said to be graphical representation. Graphs are in the shape of curve. We know that the equation of SHM is a sine function. Y is equal to A sine omega t. That is the equation for the displacement. Y is equal to some A sine omega t plus phi. The first one is displacement time graph. So the nature of the graph is like this. If you see, the y is a function of sine. This point is known to be t is equal to 0, where theta is also, or phi is also equal to 0. Sine 0 is 0, that's why at t is equal to 0, the displacement is 0. So the wave goes like this. This is 0. These are the different values. This is 0, this is t by 2, this is 2t by 2, this is 3t by 2, this is 4t by 2. So this 2t by 2 is also called capital T. This is 3t by 2, this is 2t. But the amplitudes are exactly middle of the 0 to t by 2. Therefore, it is t by 4. It is the difference between the t and t by 2. The middle of the value is 4, 3t by 4. And here it is another value t and 3t by 2, where 2 is the LCM, so it is 2t by 2, that is the t difference. Like this, we can say that at sin 0 the displacement is 0, at pi by 2 the displacement is maximum. Therefore, it is 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, 3 pi, 4 pi. Like this, we can differentiate or we can relate the time with respect to the pi also. Next, we will see the velocity time graph. Next, velocity time graph. Here, velocity is a function of a omega cos omega t. So, velocity is a function of cosine, not the sine. So, cos 0 is 1, but cos 90 is 0. That means at t is equal to 0, velocity is at maximum peak. That's why the graph will be like this. This is at t is equal to 0, t by 2, t, three t by 2, 2t. So this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. So we can relate the time period with respect to the pi. What is the reason for this up peak at t is equal to 0? Because of the function of cosine. The third one is acceleration time curve. We know that acceleration is minus omega square y. That means minus omega square a sin omega t plus phi. Means acceleration is a sine function but negative in order. Negative in order means minus negative, minus sine function. That means the graph which we get for the displacement time exactly we will get in the down order. Therefore, at t is equal to 0, it is 0 from the negative scale, next to the positive scale, to the negative, next to the positive, like this. So this is t is equal to 0, this is t by 2, t, 3t by 2, 2t. This is t by 4, this is 3t by 4, this is 5t by 2, this is 7t by 2. This is like this we can explain the relationship between t. What about the theta values? It is theta is equal to 0, this is pi by 4, this is pi by 2, This is 3 pi by 4. This is 2 pi. Next, this one is 360 degrees. Next, 450. So we can write the 450 as 5 pi by 2 or 5 pi by 3, like that. So like this we can continue the relationship between the pi and t, where the negative function comes because of the acceleration is minus sign. The next one is simple pendulum. Simple pendulum is one of the example for the simple harmonic oscillator. So what we can think that, what is the definition of the simple pendulum? The structure of the simple pendulum is like this. Means a massless bob which is in the finite shape and uniform shape was fixed to a inextensible torsionless string is called simple pendulum. Therefore, a massless metal bob which is fixed to an inextensible and torsionless string is called simple pendulum. Simple pendulum is example of the simple harmonic oscillator. We can make this as normal. That means generally take a thread and the one end of the thread is fixed to one fixed point, maybe to a nail which is placed on the wall. The second end should be straight and it should be extended, and the second end should be connected to a metal bob. That is arrangement is called simple pendulum. The thread what we are taking or the rope what we are taking to connect as a simple pendulum should be torsionless and extensible. The next concept is time period of a simple pendulum. For this purpose, just assume the structure of the simple pendulum. This is a pivot, nothing but a point where the one end of the pendulum is fixed. This is an inextensible string. Here it is a metal bob. The length of the pendulum is nothing but the point of suspension to center of gravity of the metal bob is called length of the pendulum. For length of the pendulum is equal to point of suspension to the center of gravity of a metal bob. So what we can understand, this is L, length of the pendulum. Now, if a force is applied to oscillate this pendulum to any one of the side, then the oscillations are appear to be like this. like this. Force is applied in this direction. A small displacement takes place. So to the original position, to the moved position, there is some angle to be subtended, theta. This is small displacement x, this is L. We know that sine theta is equal to x by L, or tan theta is equal to x by L. For small displacement, theta is equal to x by L. But we can say that if a body was moved to this side by the application of a force, we can resolve the forces into three components. This is mg, this is mg sine theta, this is mg cos theta. So cos theta and sine theta are perpendicular to each other, down is mg. So like this. So what we can write is, this is the force. Internally, a restoring force is developed within the pendulum. We have applied the applied force, nothing but the mechanical force. Internally, a resistive or reaction force is developed in the body. These two forces constitutes a torque in the pendulum. Therefore, torque is equal to moment of force, the symbol of torque is tau, into force into perpendicular displacement. The force that was moved the pendulum metal bob is mg sine theta. The perpendicular displacement is L, nothing but the length of the pendulum is moved to this side, which is in the opposite direction. Tau is equal to minus mgl sine theta. For small angles, sine theta is approximately equal to theta. Therefore, tau is equal to minus mgl of theta. This is a torque equation. Therefore, tau is equal to minus mgl theta, where theta is equal to x by L. Therefore, tau is equal to minus mgl into x by L. L get cancelled. Therefore, it is minus mgx, force into perpendicular displacement. So, where F is equal to mg, displacement is equal to x. But we should find out time period. So, time period is equal to t is equal to 2 pi into root of inertia factor by spring factor. Therefore, t is equal to 2 pi into inertia factor by spring factor, 2 pi into inertia equation is mr square, where r is equal to radius. So, in case of r, we can write length of the pendulum. Therefore, it is ml square by spring factor mgl. Get cancelled. So, because F is equal to kx, force acting on the spring. So, 2 pi into, where L square L times 2 pi root L by G is equal to T. So, the time period of a simple pendulum is equal to 2 pi into square root of length of the pendulum by acceleration due to gravity. Therefore, time period t is equal to 2 pi into square root of L by G, squaring on both sides, T square is equal to 4 pi square into L by G. Therefore, G is equal to 4 pi square into L by T square. Where pi is constant, therefore acceleration due to gravity is a function of L and T, which are in the ratio of L by T square. So, if you want to find out the acceleration due to gravity with the help of simple pendulum, so this G is directly proportional to L and this G is inversely proportional to T square. The graph of L by T square is very important to find the G or the acceleration due to gravity with the help of simple pendulum. Let us suppose from this we should find out the L value. So, G is equal to 9.8 meters per second. Some T is equal to 1 second. So, therefore, now we should find out the L value. So, L is equal to GT square by 4 pi square. 9.8 into 1 square by 4 into 3.14 whole square. So, it is equal to 9.8 by 4 into 3.14 into 3.14 approximately equal to 10. So, it is 10 by 40, 1 by 4.25. So, therefore, L is equal to 25 centimeter. What is the use of these values? For the 25 centimeters length of the pendulum, at a time period 1 second, the graphs of LT and L by T square will intersect. So, for the length (25 centimeters) of a pendulum, comma, at T is equal to 1 second, the LT and L by T square graphs will intersect. This intersecting is very important to find the G values. Next one is seconds pendulum. The meaning of seconds pendulum is, it is a simple pendulum, but its time period is 2 seconds. So, a simple pendulum which has the time period 2 seconds is called seconds pendulum. A simple pendulum which has the time period of 2 seconds is called seconds pendulum. So, seconds pendulum means its time period is 2 seconds. Therefore, T is equal to 2 seconds. The standard equation to find the time period is equal to 2 pi into square root of L by G is equal to 2 seconds. Therefore, 2 and 2 get cancelled. Pi into square root of L by G is equal to 1. Therefore, pi square into L by G is equal to 1. Therefore, L is equal to G by pi square, where G is equal to 9.8, pi is equal to 3.14, pi square means 3.14 square. This value is approximately equal to 0.994 meters, that is approximately 1 meter. So, what we can write in this example is, for a pendulum whose length is 1 meter, it has the time period 2 seconds. Or we can say that the length of the seconds pendulum is 1 meter. So as we know that time period is equal to 2 pi into square root of L by G, where L is equal to length of the pendulum. If you see the pendulum's structure, this is the pendulum. If we connect these things, it will occupies the shape of a circle or the spherical shape. So if the length of the pendulum is equal to radius of the earth, radius of the earth, the radius of earth is 6400 kilometers, or we can write 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 meters. Then what is the time period of earth? Therefore T is equal to 2 pi into L is equal to Re by G. Therefore 2 pi into square root of Re is 6.4 into 10 to the power of 6 by G is 9.8. If we do the calculation, we will get T is equal to 60 seconds. So if we do the calculation, we will get T is equal to 60 minutes. So for a body whose length is equal to the radius of earth, its time period is 60 minutes. This is the problem which is related to the time period of the simple pendulum. When the length of a simple pendulum is increased by 21%, what is the change in its time period? So we know that T is equal to 2 pi root L by G. So we can write T is proportional to square root of L, where 2 pi and G are constants. Therefore, from this we can write T1 by T2 is equal to square root of L1 by L2, or T2 by T1 is equal to square root of L2 by L1. Length of the pendulum is increased by 21%. Therefore, L1 is equal to L, but L2 is equal to 121 by 100 into L, because increased by 21%. So for the 100, some 21 is added. Therefore, T2 by T1 is equal to square root of 121 by 100 L whole divided by L. This L and L will get cancelled. Therefore, it will be 11 by 10 T2 by T1. This 11 by 10 is nothing but 1.1. So this 1.1 we can write one as 110 by 100. So what is the change in the time period? The change in the time period is 10%. If the length of the pendulum is increased by 21%, the change in the time period is 10%.